this I do not like. Your whole presentation outline not right. So it's on site, you all bark, no bite. There's no light, I know why. All of those guys nosedive in no time.
At some point, you got to understand you different. Everybody don't believe in their dream the same way like you. And that's cool, cause everybody can't go. Everybody wasn't meant to go to the next level. Some people don't even believe there is a next level.
I couldn't help myself.
But that's what make you different.
I came on early. Ride with this, man. Let's ride with
Scary digging for buried artifacts, but first we just need all the facts. Collect the maps and almanacs, first-hand accounts, all of that. Leave a message, call them back. Before long they'll be crawling back. They told you was all of that, and then you saw your world crack. What's that title? No, I don't agree. Let's reword that. $1 million deals on the table. Yeah, we
Peace.
birthed that.
High priestess.
They leave with real stats. Yeah, we birthed that. Solar Vision hashtag. All of them trash bags. Too much Sandman back that. Make them tap dance. Make them stutter. Responding to your rebuttal. Rapid fire around the oven above 500. Be honest.
Man, my part here. Yeah, y'all feeling it. I had to come on early.
If it get too hot for you, we understand.
Solar Vision over everything, no lies.
Cause everybody ain't built for this. Everybody don't want it like that.
I just finished watching
Everybody don't have that willpower, that
the predictions.
See the door closed, don't even knock. Please do not disturb. You got a snake inside your heart. You cannot deny the earth. There's a fork inside the road. The path we traveling don't merge.
Yeah. I just finished watching the great interview with Kasha. Man, you got to the meat of it. Listen.
Season 5 in full effect.
Yeah, season 5 in full effect.
Solar Vision over everything, no lies. So what we doing? Let's see who make the better point and how we do that. Well, first of all, we need a PowerPoint. And then what? Take whatever your opponent argument was and try to tear it down and crumble it up. Okay, that's cool, but can you tell me about this shuffle buck? I heard Solar make them give up every time. Cobra clutch. Okay, if that's the case, then you already know what's up. Solar Vision over everything, no lie. 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 Come on. What's the point of having knowledge if you don't apply it? You halfway up the mountain now, keep grinding. And even though it's not peak climbing, keep climbing. You can reach the top if you keep trying. My premise round 3 points, no trident. I'm playing pool with this information, making side bets. Besides that, man, my clothes around a die pack. Inside your bag of money, you come away with nothing. Welcome to Solar Vision. You thought you were saying something. Your scholarship don't register. I'm trying to scan something. Cause when they see that logo, they know that it stands for something. Season 5.
Man, once again, Rio murdered a track that is cold. Just finished watching it. It made me throw my whole schedule off. From the intro, just from hearing it. See, that's my first time hearing that one. If y'all heard it, man, listen, in this chat now, we don't flame shit up no more. I don't say. You know. Can you hear me? You rocking with me? Let me see. Yeah, we don't flame shit up over here. You know, I'll take a strong arm, you know, a black fist, some things like that. Now, let's start off today having some fun, you know, during this convalescing, during this healing period, man. You know, it has freed me up, gave me some time and opportunity to catch up on my YouTube and some other little things. So, you know, part of my world, my YouTube world, and you know what is a part of my YouTube world, that's that SVDL, Solar Vision Debate League. Again, dope ass song. So I go back and get caught up. And the debate predictions. Shouts out to Akasha, man. That was a great, I mean, you are a great interviewer. And listen, and also was full of information. I thought it was clever. It's brilliant to have debaters go back and interview, give their predictions, because they can come from a position of experience. I was listening to, you know, all the similarities of her experience to what Trevor, you know, was facing, or the way he perceived it, or things of that nature. Man, I thought it was interesting because I didn't look at it like that. I'm like, okay, wow. I didn't know. It gave me more insight into the burden she carried along with the league from, you know, dealing with just being underestimated, being a female from gender, just to debate skills and all kind of stuff. And like Trevor pointed out, stronger roster, you know, taking things in consideration for stronger roster. And he's right. He did come out, you know, with a strong thing. I felt like Akash was saying, this is not to say that, you know, there's an excuse for Trevor, because I can't clear cut say I wouldn't stand here and beat my chest like King Kong and profess a clear cut victory. My ego, and I hate to admit that, practice for now, we're trying to eliminate the ego here, be reconnected with the one, the source, God, the truth, okay, spiritual quest. But just let's just say for you know, the sake of winning the league, man, my stamp, my stain, my drip, my swagger, my presence, my essence, I'm gonna have to say, yeah, I'm gonna win when we debate. I mean, that's just a natural reflex, knee-jerk reaction. I'm gonna say that about myself. But really being like truthful as far as the debate skills, I wouldn't stand and beat my chest and say it was a clear-cut victory. It was gonna walk away, and that anywhere my failure, you know, that's why I was going through some real life issues. So as at age of he's making transition in life, and he's making some fucking decisions that could alter his life. Let me just say that. And sometimes things happen, especially with these young men in Atlanta, in this environment of death, murder, kill, money, drugs, guns, and all that stuff. Our young men make decisions. You only get one time to make a bad fucking decision. Not mine. We'll all be out here swinging and yelling and hooping and hollering. I understand. So anyway, at least I digress. That demanded, I believe, my full attention. And I never shy away from doing what I felt like certain things required. However, I do feel bad for not just Trevor, for myself. Not just for what is clearly beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trophies to commemorate and celebrate your win. Let me see. Let me put start celebrate the win, but just, you know, for, like you said, bragging rights. Yeah. Listen, they couldn't have had. Let me say this, Akasha. I don't think they could have made a better choice in doing it. You added such perspective. Like, it was very intelligent. It was good to sit through. It allowed you asked questions and stated things in such a way it allowed both of their characters to shine through the strength of their character and what, if you're looking as from a debater, what could be perceived as chinks in armor. If you're looking at it from a debater's standpoint, man, I had great interview. If y'all ain't seen it, y'all got to go back and see it. Like he said, it's classic blue, but it's blue. And the way I say that, yeah, it's classic blue, but it's blue. Blue's going to rise to every occasion. I can say that I've had the honor and privilege to debate blue, you know, and dare I say, you know, in our debate, man, it's, you know, blue don't mess around. But at the same time, I think that, and I probably throw it out there because a little bit before that, blue was in the process of like some other shit, doing a whole lot of other shit. And blue doesn't like to disappoint. So I know I got some classic blue, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like just how our debates kind of missed at some points. I think we missed opportunities to really take it to that next level that he and Trevor are going to take it to. I'm going to be honest. That's why I'm looking forward to come back and debating Blue again. KOT, all the debaters. Damn, it sucks I had to drag, but you know, it is good to let my chef fella. God agrees what he was. You know, but yeah, man. Let me see. Peace, Cat. I'm sitting there, man, getting it, feeling good. What's my prediction? I need to hear from them both. What's my prediction? What's my prediction? Listen. What's my prediction? That is a good, it made me think about it, but I'm gonna have to, though I know I wouldn't even call Trevor an underdog at this point. I don't look at Trevor like that as an underdog. But just when you look at it as, I don't know, does Trevor have the potential to overthink it? I'm wondering if Trevor's going to overthink it, because I'm overthinking it. Like, I'm wondering what the hell angle Blue could. I mean, to me, it leans favorably in Trevor's position. I'm just going to say the title. What is Blue considering blackmail culture? Is it automatically destructive off the bat? I mean, I'm more curious than anything. So if I'm looking at it from a standpoint of where I would debate that argument, it's hard for me to see where Blue is going to come from. But then I guess that's what Trevor's saying. That's what makes for classic Blue. He'll pull a rabbit out the hat type shit. You know, presto, masto, misto. You know, can you believe it? You know what I'm saying? So let me take my shots out. He's dark side. Pow! You know, they use a force, sway your ass. That's my shot, man. I just let you know I'm feeling better, Blue. Shouts out to Blue. Shouts out to the dark side. Yeah, so yeah, I dropped the link. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get it cracking. Okay, let me get on this. There it is. So links in the chat. Yeah, man. Drop it on them, please. And if you can jump on High Priestess, if you can jump on Akasha, that's what's up. So yeah, there we go.
Peace to you, Yanga.
Peace, Akasha. I appreciate you joining.
Look, I appreciate you dropping your link. I appreciate this recap. I'm not going to stay up here long because I really do. I mean, I came to hear, you know, what you have to say. I wanted to say first and foremost, I hope that your healing process is doing good. You were doing good in there.
Thank
you know that you are constantly, you know, there well wishes coming from me.
Absolutely. Day one, I may add, I put a little bit of my personal out there. Like from day one, it was like, yo, Akasha sends her peace, blessings, love, light, and healing. It's like, okay, it's what's up. So
Absolutely.
Day one, I appreciate it. So greatly appreciate it and received.
And I also I want to say thank you for, I mean, your kind words that you're saying. Like I'm not the go live person, and but I threw this in the debater chat because you just like all the rest of us, we get antsy between debates.
Mm-hmm.
We need something. Hey, we need something, and it was like, okay, I talked to Commissioner Angel, and I was like, can I do this? And they talked it, it over, and they were like, yeah. And so I was like, okay, like let's just throw something out there. We also,
man, that was a great idea.
Our chat, we're there loving on our chat. I'm like, well, let's do something to not only break up the monotony, but also like let's get the chat involved. I want to hear from them, Like what do y'all think? This is what the matchups are. We're in the semifinals, and like this is who's debating and what's being debated. I want to hear from you guys. Like, what are your predictions? Who do you think is going to win? But you just said something. The reason why I asked you to drop the link was because what you were just saying about Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you just said about Trevor as well. I am always going to root for the underdog. During that stream, I said I'm not putting any prediction out there, and I didn't do it because I didn't want to be wrong. I didn't do it because I'm like, I'm rooting for both of them, but for two completely different reasons. Trevor is the underdog, and he's not favored to win, but I would want him to because of that. Yeah. And he does, you are correct. He does have a tendency to overthink. Hopefully he can overcome that in this setting. He's never been here before.
I thought that was an excellent point that you brought out. And that was when my first live I made, that's exactly what I meant. Not that he didn't deserve his shot, but that I felt that I had cheated him the experience. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You were saying, it's like what you said is absolutely right. Okay, this is you going into the semifinals, like, first time. It's a whole different feel. It's a whole different energy. And dun, 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 I wish I had like a drummer. I need an explosion like Soul and them have. But and they're adding 5 minutes.
Yes. I'm glad for that because, of course, going back to you, I mean, as a debater, when you have a topic, you're sitting there, you've got you might have 60 slides. You've got way too much information, way too much. And you've got to try to compile it down, and then things get chopped out. And you're sitting there after, if things don't happen to go in your favor, you're sitting there looking at your editing room floor going, I wonder if this, and this, all these things that I cut out, if it could have been the push that I needed to get me over. So adding that 5 minutes, I think that will be a great thing, for the two of them. We're going to get more information, and, it'll be like, a situation. It may be.
I've seen times where, you wish they shut the hell up.
Yes.
Within a minute something. And then there's been times I've been on the spot where I'm like basically done and I have a minute something to ramble. And I'm afraid that in my ramble, I may distract from or take some of that power that I just hit their ass with, a nice presentation or something like that. So those 5 minutes can work for you or against you. Sometimes you can overdo it and lose, like Sola and I were talking about, and I had Commissioner to acknowledge. Shouts out to Commissioner Angel too, peace. That there is an element of entertainment to this thing. So you have to be engaging. You have to keep the audience engaged, and at least, I don't want to say entertain like Michael Jackson entertained, but a nice bounce along ball to the song type thing. You don't want to get lost in the sauce.
We deal in edutainment. We're educating and entertaining all at the same time. I mean, that's one of the things that I have been, saying. I know that, like there's a difference in a preacher and a teacher. And I'm not a preacher. I don't have that fire and brimstone, and like I don't come with all of that. Like I'm a teacher. I'm not a preacher. Like I'm gonna feed you this information, and I'm just I rely too heavily on that. I'm just body shot after body shot, information. But that's something that after my last season that I needed to incorporate. But here it is, again, going back to this particular debate.
Did we lose for a moment?
Trevor. Ooh.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear? Is it me?
I don't know. It's crackling on me. For me, you're crackling.
1 2 1 2. Is it me? Tell me, to me. Damn, I want to leave. Oh man, really? One two 1 2. Major glitch. Holly, you there?
I'm here.
Gotcha.
Can you
Man,
hear me?
major glitch. Yeah. Don't start me. Let me get my tinfoil hat. Don't start me with the conspiracy. Because you know the man. I'm serious. The man is real, yo. Damn.
The white man.
The white man. I don't know what happened. I appreciate everybody hanging on and hanging out. Because the conversation was getting good too. Well, it was already good, not getting good. It was just getting better. But do you remember where you dropped off, Akasha?
I do,
Okay.
but so like, but Trevor is very he's intelligent, and he's got it. But at the same time, playoff debates are a completely different animal. And he was saying how he was here to bring out you know the best in all of us, but that's what playoffs already do. So I mean, for him to have that type of mindset, that could also work against him, because if he thinks that he's here to bring out the best in blue, he may get like some weird supernatural superhuman version of blue that he can't do nothing with.
Mm-hmm.
Because I too have debated blue, and like I'm not gonna forget that debate either. Number one, like I debated everybody where they stood. I wanted to know where, like, what's your specialty? Let's go into your house. I want to debate you in your wheelhouse. And like my debate with, I'm like, how do I even begin to start to come up with this? And I had to think like he would and debate him. But then I had to think like him and debate myself. And I had to become an astrophysicist in 3 days. In 3 days. Okay.
Mm-hmm. In 3
So
days.
In 3 days, I'm just like, man, listen, this dude right here with this title, and just he really is. And when I said he's a chess player, you've debated him. You know that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, so I'm looking at this matchup between the two of them, and I want to cheer on Trevor, Mr. Straight Talk, the new guy. You're here, like you're in that upper echelon. You've made it to the semifinals. Like, can you push it forward? But of course, I'm going to also be cheering on Blue. He's dark side. That's the DMT. The
Mm-hmm.
man is incredible when it
Mm-hmm.
comes down to his debate skills.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, because he's a very quiet person, like myself. I think that people like they can overlook him as well. But
Yeah.
if you sit back and you like watch, you're like, oh my God, put down the Ginsu knife. Like,
Mm-hmm.
stop cutting.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever your opponent is.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's very strategic and he
Yeah.
listens very well. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's the thing with people that don't talk. We listen. And
Yeah.
when you talk too much, like Trevor does,
Mm-hmm.
you give your opponent, like Blue, a whole bunch to work with.
Yeah. Blue surgical. Blue
He as
surgical.
hell, as
He's
hell.
surgical. I like the reference to the Genzu. But here it is. Here's what I want to say. I think that where Trevor is brilliant in, Trevor sets himself up for one thing Trevor learns, and I think that wrestling has given to Trevor is character development. Trevor has developed Mr. Straight Talk. And
Yes,
Mr. Straight Talk has set himself up to really come out smelling like roses, win or lose. That's the tricky part about battling Trevor. Like, even like Trevor setting him up saying, well, I'm here to bring out the best in Blue. So when Blue or should Blue beat him, he can come away, well, that's the best debate he didn't have. I did my mission accomplished. I think it's
true,
brilliant. I think it's
true.
Is he our only child?
I don't know.
I wonder if he is, because it's
Look,
like a
it's
way to,
imagination.
right. It's a way to encourage yourself and to still cheerlead yourself through even failure. I think it's brilliant. Still
But
find the good side of maybe not meeting your goal. You say, well, I still brought the best out of him.
think about this though.
Mm-hmm.
What you just said with the personality that Trevor is.
Yeah.
Say he gets past Blue, and and Rio gets past Dembele. The two of them, those personalities, it, I, I, I don't want to
If
see it like the four. I
Oh
don't want to
man,
see any of the four of them.
Sh-
These people lose. I don't. I don't.
shouts out to Rio.
Oh my God.
Shouts out to Rio. However, if my man Trevor make it through Blue and shows the mental fortitude and the capacity to be able to mentally play chess, I, I think he'd give it to Rio.
You think so?
Yep.
Whew.
I think Rio's the truth. I think Rio's got, but I think they match up. They're gonna match up. It's gonna be, I think a large part of Rio's thing, at least 40%, is his swagger, is his delivery. He's nice. You know what I'm saying? He's nice. And and it's not a gimmick because it's who he is, backed by a brilliance. Like, it's like if you can't, it's like you can't sleep on the South, you can't sleep on it's like he's brilliant. You can even listen to it in his rhymes. So here's this brilliance in this nice Southern package that's comfortable, that's familiar to all of us, that it's a nice delivery, has enough bravado, enough swagger, enough fire in it. It's enough slickster to, if you're not on your shit, it can, shake you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't believe I believe that Trevor can match as far as the research and things like that. I believe Trevor can match. And I don't believe Trevor is easily, I think, like he said, a key thing. He's debated Rio before, and that was his first debate out the gate. And whether it's going to be his downfall or his super boost, he's very confident about facing him again. In fact, I sense that he even looks forward to it a little bit.
Absolutely.
So
But see
if
that
he can get past Blue, I give him a shot. I really give him a shot.
that's the one thing about Rio, debating Rio. Again, I'm gonna fall back to you because you also debated, and I mean, you lost against Rio.
Yeah,
Me,
Rio's.
I did twice. Once in the second round in the playoffs, and he was also my first debate. I've lost against Rio twice, And you know, that feeling, like with Rio, like he said in, you know, an interview of his, like, yeah, she wants her lick back. He knows me enough to where he knows my personality, that absolutely I do. But I think that's like him being as good as he is, and the big personality that he is, that's a target on his back. Because
Yeah.
all of us are like, no, no. I want my lick back. I'm not gonna take my ball and go home. I'm gonna sit here and wait my turn, because I'm finna get back in this game, and I want to go one on one with you again. Like, you know, like that. I mean, like, that's 3
Yeah.
and 4 if you count the fact that Blue and him have been in the league so long and have never seen each other. Like,
True.
he's got, that's the target on his back. Everybody's like, nope, you know, like,
You're right.
I gotta beat you.
Exactly.
Like, you're it. You're that person.
You
for
are not.
all of us.
Exactly. He is not a paper champion. That's the
No.
thing. You know, a defeat against Rio is like a notch in your belt. I'm not, and that's not to listen. That's not to discredit any debater. You know, that's you know, even shoot myself. You know, that is really like a win. You'd be like, yeah, well, you know, I beat Rio. Kareem be sucky as fuck, but you'll go back, you know, but you do know I beat Rio.
Right. Okay.
So,
Listen,
shouts out to Rio, right?
I'm with you, because if that happened next season, in season 6, if all of y'all beat me and I beat Rio, I wouldn't care. I would do this. I'm like, I would be doing my Southern Baptist, you know, church dance. Yeah,
okay.
I got that lick back.
Right. He is definitely not.
It don't matter.
Right. He is definitely not a tissue champion. However, it's like you said, though, you know, that having that target on your back makes even it would go to say that Blue even wants that shot at him. Always getting this close, never having run across one another to officially knock heads. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he wants a thing. That's why that's even added pressure in the Trevor Blue debate, because they both want a shot at that so badly. Dangling the carrot before the mule type thing. What is it? The rabbit before the greyhounds? Because they both want a shot at that. So,
absolutely. Like, and not to say, you know, we're leaving Dembele out of the conversation, because with this gladiator sport that we are a part of, it is any given Sunday. You never know how the tide will turn. The person that you do not think could win is not the favored one.
Yeah,
could possibly come away with it. We've seen it happen time and time again.
It happened to me. It happened. KOT knocked my ass out in the playoffs.
Listen,
it happened to me. I'm one of the first ones to officially put out there the playoffs will change you. I think KOT got most improved debater behind off my ass. I have been an example. I'm glad to be inspiration in someone's life. Jeez. I mean, he came out the gate swinging in the playoffs. So it goes back to like what you were advising Trevor. This is a whole different
animal.
Man,
it is.
Man,
it is. And you know, I'm so happy. Like I had already put up that trophy. Rookie of the Year is going on my. I'm the middle child. Oh, no wonder. But you know, that Rookie of the Year trophy is going on my mantle, and you know, I'm definitely will be proudly displaying that. But listen, I just, this is completely different. It is absolutely a completely different battleground. We battle every time that we are, you know, going against each other. But playoffs is
playoffs are different.
Like no other. It's the energy.
Exactly.
The energy is different.
It's crazy. And they just added fuel to the fire. I'm telling you, the trophies to me add fuel to the fire.
Oh,
Had they
hell yeah.
introduced them a little bit earlier, I'd have told my son, "Oh, nigga, it's called puberty. You get over it."
Oh,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
cannot.
I'm teasing. I love these boys, but I mean, it's like, so just that alone. I was teasing last night. I said, I'm going to IKEA. I'm gonna get one of those bookshelves you got to put together. You dig? So I can put with the lights and everything. So I can season 6, man. Yeah, trophies are off the hook. So congratulations,
Man.
you got one of those coming to you, huh?
Oh, absolutely, and I'm so proud of that. Like
Man,
when
congratulations.
just to have the title, and again going back to what I said last night. With Trevor, their rookie class was not our rookie class. It was not. And so for me to walk away with a rookie of the year, to me, it says a lot because I did not only put in a lot of work, but there were a lot of us. And I did, even, lending from the thing that I got from Trevor. He was like, "Ah, no, she deserves that. I mean, she went through a murderous road. Her strength of schedule was crazy." And it was like, yeah, I had to go through a murderous row just in my strength of schedule, but I had to go through a murderous row in all of the rookies. And all of the rookies just to get that title. Because there was so many of us and everybody was just as good. It was like all of us came in running. You guys started at the beginning of the season, and I started midway through, and I was like, oh wow, okay.
Came out blazing, yeah.
It goes down over here.
I thought that, and that's what made the interview fascinating. On YouTube, the interview that you had just did, the predictions. If y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. I was playing clips and excerpts, and I may go back and snatch pieces. Who knows? I may pay random timeline and just get a piece because it's a great interview. And one of the things that made it a great interview was how personable you made it. Like, I didn't know you faced so many obstacles. It gave us a little insight into Akasha and the hurdles that you had to overcome, and just all how you compare to the driver and how you could empathize with him, and then just bringing some of the shit out of Blue that you was bringing out of Blue. And also to say this, let me throw this in there. I don't know, Trevor, you should go back and rewatch that because she was also dropping nuggets and jewels along the way. I know I was picking up. I'm gonna go back and watch it with a pen and pad now because I'm coming back with a vengeance. But I thought that was, man, great interview.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, no problem.
I do not do that, and but just, I guess being more comfortable in, the setting that is our own, I was able to even pull that off because, it was just sitting up having a conversation about what we really do with, my family. This is, hey, come on, let's talk about, when we were kids type of, at the family reunion type of thing. Like, you remember when this happened? Because they made me very comfortable, and I'm very glad again that hopefully Angel is still in the chat. I'm not watching the chat, I'm driving, but if you are Commissioner Angel and Commissioner Solar, if you all get a chance to listen to this, I want to say thank you to both of you for even allowing me to do that on the channel, because Yanga, when I say, I don't hit my live button. I don't. Right. I don't have that. Like, Angel gave me an hour crash course before I went live. It was like, this, do this. And I was like, okay, I have to hurry up and take all this in because I don't want to, disappoint on our channel. This is our home. And I don't want to be up here looking like a mad fool, not knowing how to control the controls and everything. But yeah, like that was That
Well,
was
it was,
awesome, and I
listen,
was glad that came
for
out.
that to be a maiden run, like that, man, that was good. And then I guess your personality just stood through. Let me tell you, you're a natural at it. You should keep at it. I hope to see more of that. I thought, and shouts out to the commissioners for also backing that idea, allowing the debaters to participate in the way they want to present their platform and have themselves presented. I think that that's good. Image control is everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't have nobody controlling your image and putting you out there to be what you aren't. And then just there again, the strong point to me in the interview, one of the things I love was just how personable it was. As a debater myself, as knowing how frustrating it can be trying to get a debate together. Like Trevor was saying, I had to stop a lot of things because I'm not going in. He said, I have to be the champion. I love his determination. I want to speak to something that MD put up there. Listen, to me, it's not surprisingly that you say you have Trevor for it all. I don't think Trevor's the underdog because, yeah, like you said, people going in with, certain people to be the favorite, but to me, it's not because of lack of personality, presentation, nor ability to get the research. It's just going to be with this, we're going to see. This is where, like he says, it's going to bring the best out of people. This is where we're going to see why everybody is who they is. You dig? This is why we're going to see that. I think we are going to see some blue. I'm curious to see because, like, I'm so curious for the whole
Oh, it's
title.
gonna be good. It's
Man,
gonna
is
be
it going
good.
to be good?
But you know what though? And that's what I wanted to say. You said that you think that the title leans more to Trevor,
Yeah.
but you know, I think it leans more to Blue. I think
Really?
that Blue. I think that Blue is gonna pull some things out. That one question that I wanted to
Mhm.
ask, the thing that I said I want to ask, but I don't want to spoil. I'm going to say it here. I'm about to say it. I wanted to
We're listening.
ask them what. Hold on one second.
Well, we're gonna find out here. She said she's gonna save it here to ask the question. All our ears opened up. Yeah, yeah. To me, because what do you define as black milk? I mean, that is so broad. That is so broad. And so, yeah, that's gonna be hard to that's gonna be hard to make. That's a sweeping indictment. All my man Trevor has to do, like in court, present reasonable doubt. That's a very broad indictment. What do black male culture? What is black male culture? I mean, I know black men to do first blacks to do great things. What was the first open heart surgeon? Wasn't he a black man? Would open heart surgery therefore be black male culture? I mean, what are we saying black male culture is?
And see, that's the question I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask, hey, are you guys, what is the narrow down? Are you guys only speaking to, to certain points, or, like, because if not, that they have got to have it narrowed down to a certain, number of things. Because if not, then it's going to be two different debates.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But
Exactly. Exactly. And so Blue has to be careful. I think me and Blue had a debate like that. And I think it semi was too uh was it beneficial for Moors to be Americans or something? And I just barely pulled that off because I think a lot of where it was going, time restraints, a lot of trying to where it was going, it was a little complicated. See, that's what happened with Blue too. Blue will get deep now. Blue will get deep. Blue is a philosopher.
it definitely happens.
And so that's why I say so the 5 minutes could be for him or against Trevor. Maybe 5 minutes for Blue might be a bonus because Blue is a philosopher. That might be all he needs to round up all of that, what he was saying in that extra 5 minutes to bring it home and tie a nice little bow on it.
But I don't know. We're just gonna have to, see.
It is going to be interesting.
It is, like I
I
said, I'm not gonna stay up here because I really wanted to hear your breakdown of the video and everything, and like hear what you had to say. But before I drop down, so I need your prediction also on Rio and Dembele.
That's going to be a good one. It depends on the title.
There's oh my gosh.
Depends on the title. I think I've been sleeping on Dembele. I think I was giving him a hard way without really listening to him. And I saw him. Shouts out to MD, but I saw him in MD's debate, and I think MD. He got you. He got you. You presented a strong case. I think y'all just were talking about what you were shooting for was just missing the mark. You know what I'm saying? You was talking individualism in a communal setting, though, amongst communal economics. You're talking private ownership amongst black economics, communal economics. And that's not going to be beneficial to the black community, especially if it's just a microcosm of a macrocosm. You dig? If it's just a baby America, because you're doing the same thing with black dollars. It doesn't work. Like you was talking about Claude Anderson, the competition in capitalism, we already at a disadvantage, so we don't need to compete with one another. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to compete with one another. Here's a case example, and I'm sorry, I ain't not to digress, but case example. In my organization, I needed buttons. No, it was t-shirts. I needed like 350 t-shirts, and I was trying to give the brothers some business and go talk to these t-shirt, the different brothers that had the t-shirts and sisters that made the t-shirts, and nobody could fill the order. Therefore, I had to go to someone else that was larger, and they wasn't black owned, but they could fill my order because they're practicing individual economics within a communal economic setting. They each have their own t-shirt business, and so they can't cover a large order. What happened if they'd have worked together? What happened if they'd have said, hey, you know what? We need to put, I can cover, he needs 350. I can cover 110. You can cover 110. We can split that check and keep that money amongst us. But since they trying to individually privatize and compete with one another, I had to go to their competitor who can outsource all of them. I'm taking a step back dealing with them. I'm trying to show love. Their competitor can be like, yeah, no problem. When you want that, tomorrow? They telling me, give me so many days, this and that. Their competitor. So that's what I mean. We can't keep up with the outside, let alone be trying to create our own little group economics where we spending dollars with ourselves, but we competing amongst ourselves amongst those few dollars. Nah, man. It ain't going to do. That's just a petty bourgeoisie middle class. But I am not here to give a lesson on that. It's just not going to work. MD put the sad face there. But the link's in the chat, man. If you want to jump up in and talk about it, we're going over the video and, open discussion. I got to play. Like I said, if y'all haven't seen it, go back, check it out. Great interview. Man, some shots get fired. It promises to be a serious debate. And we can sit up here and make our predictions. The crazy thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if neither one of us are so far off it, because this is just one of those, it's a swing of the pendulum. You just don't know. You really can't. It's like, I don't know.
The one thing that I promise you all of us can agree on is that we can't wait till Saturday.
And yes, I bet you that. SVDL, shouts out. If you haven't subscribed and to SVDL Debate League, man, go on, you're missing out. Also get the notifications when they're going to be with broadcasts like this. I love it. I know I check my notifications now. We're going to be having things like what Akasha just pulled off the other night, and I love the face-offs and just recaps and all of those. And when the commissioners pop up every blue moon and we see them, like the unveiling of the trophies were awesome. If we're going to do stuff like that, hell yeah. Tell your people to subscribe to the channel. It's the in between time. It's the in between time that really matters a lot. So,
and I want to say this, and I'm for real gone. And for all of the you yourself, Younger, and any of the debaters that are in the chat, me coming up on, on our home channel, that was just the beginning. The commissioners have opened the door for us to be able to do that. I wasn't just a one off or whatever. Like, when I was talking to, them about, this and everything, when I was talking to Angel expressed to me, I hope that, the other debaters see that and that they'll want to do the same. So I want to just put that part of my conversation out there with her and let you all know that that wasn't just a one off for me. They're actually wanting us to do stuff like that on SVDL. So I mean, like, if you want to get up there as a debater and do things on SVDL, know that the door is open for you to do it. Hit them up and be like, I got something I want to get off my chest, or I've got an idea, for a stream. Like, let's do it. Let's, continue to get this traffic and everything on the SVDL channel.
Let's get it. Yeah. That's real spit. That's real spit. I mean, and it's getting hot. Why not? I'm sure a lot of the debaters have things to say and put out there, man. So why not?
All right. Well, I'm going to drop down. Peace to you. And I am going in the chat to continue listening.
Okay, check it out. So she's going in the chat, continue listening. I'm gonna hit us again one time, man. Let me hit us one more time with that, because we may go into some clips, go into some talking. I'm gonna hit us again one time with that hot ass Rio. I sharing that intro is cold. We're just gonna go on and say that the intro is cold. Okay. Well, we get that fired up. There we go. Let's get it fired up. Cold intro by Rio opened up the show, hooked off the gate. I was like, okay, they coming out. I'm waiting for that SVDL. All these artists we have on there, that little SVDL jam. Need to do something like Molly Martin. I'm old. I'm dating myself. I don't know nothing about the symphony. I'm an old hip hop head. I go back to when it was that type of stuff going on in hip hop. So messages for the youth. Messages for the youth. I don't know if it wants to do it or not. Computer funny. I just wanted you guys to be able to check out and hear. Uh-oh. Let's make sure I'm on here. Hear the jam I might be doing the most. But it's okay. We're going to ride it out. Like I said, I might be doing the most. But we're going to ride it out. We're trying to get this. Can you guys hear me? I'm doing too much. Let's end that. I might be doing too much. There we go. Can you guys hear me? Okay, there we go. There we go. Can you hear me? Let's see. 1 2 1 2. There we go. Can you hear me? All right, saying, yep. I think we back in the building. Sorry about that. Trying to do the most. Appreciate High Priestess coming up. Appreciate High Priestess coming up and sharing that with. I agree with MD. Great commentary, no BS, straight to the point. I mean, and I was trying to play some of it, but it says I don't even want to attempt it again because this computer is very slow, and I can tell you what was going on. I will say, go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. I mean, if it's really what it's going to do is, like she said, I tell you this: nobody can wait for Saturday. I hardly can. I know they're going to come out the gate doing their thing. The extra 5 minute adds a twist, a plot. I'm telling you, I need an explosion. I need some buttons to push. Build up the suspense. I mean, yeah. That's a plot twist. And for me with that, man, you ask how I feel about that. Man, I've been in that position where I could use 5 more minutes, and then I've been there where I can't wish the seconds away fast enough. Sitting there watching the clock. And then you even look and Solar with his delayed reaction, but you be seeing the zeros, you be like, time. Yep, 2 minutes later, bro. So the 5 minute thing could be for you or against you. I asked the question. Akasha said that's what she want to ask. There again, it goes back for me what it lies down there. I'm lend my take into it, like I said. And I wish I could clear cut call it. Like, I know hands down Blue is just gonna come out, or I know Trevor Strong, Young Thundercat. You can't call it. It's very hard to call. I see the strengths in, like I said, the 5 minutes could be for either or. The title is where I would give what leans to the plus side for me on Trevor is the title. I'm challenged to see how Blue is going to make black male culture the demise or the defect or the fall or whatever in the black community. Black male, what is black male? So I'm curious to see what he's going to defy, what he's going to use as a definition to get us to buy into that's black male culture and not some other culture imposed upon us. But then, there may be the thing, well, when you embrace the thing, oh man, it's just with Blue, you don't know. I mean, the man is brilliant. Glad it isn't my debate. Glad it isn't my debate, not my burden to carry. Not my burden to carry. That's some serious stuff. Crazy. Looking forward to it. Oh, let me say this too, man. I wanted to be like Dumbbell Leg. Looking forward to seeing more debates. I'm gonna go back and check out some more of his stuff. They tell me, good God of laws, they was like, nah, he's nice. You ain't seen none of his old stuff. Seeing what he's doing now, went back, watched it, but yeah. I think I may have prematurely judged him. So going back, checking out some of his stuff. And giving that. We are the culture, though. Right. And we influence everything. Absolutely. What else is going on? The whales. I wanted to talk about the whales. First of all, shout out to SVDL, the only league, all the debaters in it, everybody. Thank you again, Akasha, for gracing the panel with your appearance, bringing that insight. Let me reiterate, let me remind, let me rewind. Go back, check the interview. You won't be disappointed. It's going to give you some insight into just how dope how intense. You know what I'm saying? Dope. I be dating myself. Them just were the cool words when cool was a thing. But I mean, just how serious the how serious the debate is going to be, man. Yo, go back, check it out. Solar Vision Debate League, subscribe to my, and then I think it's Solar Vision Debates with an S, checkout.com. Is it .com? Hit me off in the chat. Make sure I get it up there right as to actually what it is. Now, on to the whales. What the hell is up with that? The whales are attacking sailboats. The whales are attacking sailboats. That's crazy. That's wild. And they say that they're like coordinated attacks, like the attacks are evolving. Absolutely. We done screwed up the planet. A real live Planet of the Apes only with whales. Orcas, killer whales. They talk about how, man, I wish my computer wasn't so slow. I'm trying to load up some stuff for you guys. Next time, be a little more prepared. A lot more prepared. They're talking about how the killer whale attacks have increased. And the scientists are trying to figure out about this phenomenon. It's for the coordination of what all of a sudden with usually these whales that were, I don't want to say passive, but they were not as aggressive for the most part. They didn't go looking for trouble, so to speak, looking for trouble, even though we're all in their waters and territories. But the conflict, the confrontation between whale and man wasn't, they said was limited. I forget how many they said, yeah, it wasn't. Then they said they're up to like 600 some attacks now. And what's crazy about it is it's coordinated. Like the whales are planning to attack SeaBoat, like they getting in a huddle. We finna fuck this SeaBoat. We finna get these suckers on this sailboat. Excuse the language. Scientists are talking about there's two possible explanations. One is that they could just be playing, frolicking. You know, that they looked young enough or whatever. They could just be playing. I don't know, sinking boats. It's a hell of a game. Especially when you got these meat-eating whales. Keep thinking they playing. You know, that's, to me, that's always these people's ways to try to dismiss the obvious. You know, everything gives off a sign. Listen to a man in pain. Let me tell you, pain senses are real. When something's not right in your body will let you know. Pay attention. Mother Earth is the same way. Pay attention. If these whales are getting together where normally they wouldn't come together, they wouldn't attack sailboats, they weren't as aggressive. And not only are they showing signs of extra aggressive, they're showing signs of extra intelligence. Like they planning the damn attacks, they coordinating them, luring you out and tricking you and all that good stuff. That's crazy. You have to pay attention to what's going on. If you have any type of daggone sense, right? So one explanation, they said, you know, oh, it's young enough, they could just be playing. The babies are playing, they're baby whales, they're playing. D. And then the other explanation is that it is a mother whale or a leading whales that has been traumatized, maybe by a sailboat, and is teaching this aggressive behavior. They said offensive, defensive behavior against sailboats. It's beginning to teach the next wave and generation who their enemy is and to attack. And it only gets more and more aggressive. Evolution is a thing. What do we think this means? Like, I don't know. You want to talk about my pep? I'm not going to turn all environmentalists on you. I'm not going to tell you out here go hug a tree or kiss a rock. But one of my pet peeves is the lack of just really like involvement with. You always hear me how about politics and your economics, but just nature, just life, just things that preserve life. Like, I encourage people to start simple. Stop littering. Stop throwing shit on the damn ground. Just stop. Just stop. Think about it. Just stop. I'm not even asking you to do like I'll recycle. I'm into all of that good stuff. Like, I believe in Mother Earth, like that divine, powerful, feminine earth that birthed the material life. That birth material life. Like, everything tangible comes from Mother Earth. Like, so why wouldn't you love and preserve her and love on her like a great ancient mother that she is? So just stop. You can start with stop littering. And when you don't, intelligent people look at the signs in nature. Intelligent people recognize. So, like, you ain't even got to be super smart to know that whales getting in the damn huddle to attack us is not a good thing. Watching this documentary, I wish my thing would load so I could really share. There's a whale, I forget what they call it. I want to say the white, well, not the great white, like a white whale or something as well, that only like 600 of them in all of existence exist. All of existence exists. Only 600 of them exist. 600 in the world. They're on the brink of extinction. Oh, I wish I could remember this whale's name. White whale or something. Next time I'm going to be a lot more prepared because I want to share these things with you. I know they could be boring. They can be like, man, what is this? Yango, what are you talking about? I'm talking about, listen, my experience gave me an epiphany. And it's not that I'm just discovering some new things. Now I just don't really give a damn about sharing them with you. Like, I don't, I could care what you think. I'm into whales. I used to be like, I'm not really going to share that. I really don't want to share that. My connection to God or how I believe in God or my ego, my answer, I really don't, I'm going to share the tab business. Now I don't give a damn about you like that. I'm going to share when time was almost snatched away from me, and the time that wasn't snatched away from me is filled with excruciating pain. I am going to share what I've learned along my journey of life in my time, and I'm going to, if you allow me, share in your discoveries and journey, and we'll cry together, laugh together, and whatever. But I'm not going to be afraid to be me, and you should not be afraid to be you. Fuck them. It's my motto. Fuck them, cuz. Enjoy your life. Live it. Praise God. You see, I usually fuck them out, so I'm going to turn around and say praise God, because that's what I mean and believe. So the whales, again, you think the whales ain't saying fuck them. The whales are getting together. So they're trying to figure out what this is. And like I said, the last thing they said it could be some trauma, man. Something that Mother Whale faced, that now this is the new, she's teaching new pods. They called it a pod. She's teaching them some things. She's teaching the pod. Man, she's teaching them to be aggressive, basically to be their killer whales anyway, but basically bump up your diet. Man is now on the diet. Check it out. If you haven't checked it out, check out the killer whale attacks. I thought that was interesting. What else did we find on the news? That was not the news. Surfing my YouTube was interesting. Surgeon General issues advisory against social media for young people. Social media, Surgeon General. Do you know how significant that is? The Surgeon General, when's the last time the Surgeon General offered an advisory? Like, how many years ago? What's the last one? Cigarette? Smoke? When's the last time the Surgeon General offered an advisory? Yo, check that out. Oh, my man MD in the back room. Let me get MD up here.
Peace, can you
Peace,
hear me?
man. Peace. I can hear you, brother. I ain't even see you back there, man. I'm just laid back.
No,
I
man,
be having my
that's all
eyes
good, man.
closed
I
right
was
now.
just hollering at you, man, saying what's up.
What's up, man? Shoot, you hang on now for a minute. I'm running through these crazy ass topics, man. Did you hear about the whales?
Well, yeah, I heard you when you was explaining it. You ain't talking
Oh,
about white whales, are you?
them
Like
killer
I
whales.
don't. Oh, you talking about the killer
Oh,
whales? Oh,
the killer whales are grouping. I think it's the white whales that's facing the extinction.
oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Hey, hey. They say whales are very intelligent creatures, man.
Exactly. You know,
So
but one of the reasons though they're getting caught up in the fishing net, they're getting, just over exploitation of our seas. And here's the danger to me, MD, about extinction of an animal. Doesn't that fuck up the ecosystem some kind of way? Like, isn't that somewhere down the line? Aren't we going to feel that? And I'm put you on the spot.
right.
You're a Republican. Don't a lot of Republicans say global warming and all of that is bullshit? What do you think about all of this?
Well, I do know, with my limited understanding of what whales do. Whales eat krill and other bioorganisms in the sea. And you get rid of the whales, then you'll have a over abundance of that particular organism in the sea, causing more loss of life in the sea through the bioorganism. So definitely the whales play a pivotal part in the overall ecosystem. So I get that point. I definitely get that point.
That's absolutely. It's almost like they say about the bee. Akasha said, I saw a mother elephant come back to kill a scout of poachers that took her baby, then went and
Yeah, I
wrecked
saw
the
that
woman's
video.
funeral. Went to a village and
I saw
targeted.
that.
You saw, man, I need to see that video.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Oh, it's real.
She came to the funeral. The damn elephant came to the funeral and raised hell at the funeral. I said, Bobby, damn. Yeah,
it's real. See, they break that elephant broke the code. They be playing slow. It's like
Another
Lion
intelligent
King when
animal.
man, came to and got the funeral. Yes, Lord. That's what's happening. I mean, they will show when we are but that's nature though. That's nature. When it's out of whack, nature will rise up to meet its challenge. Her babies got poached. A whole foreign element introduced into the circle of life, Simba. Introduce poacher. That's not in circle of life. Simba don't daddy. Musafa didn't teach Simba about that. So the elephant rose up in intelligent nature, evolved in. Should I guess that's where, I don't know. Did it make it warlike? I don't know. It's a study. It's fascinating. But what I do know is it should serve as a warning to man that we need to get some balance with this damn thing. So them orcas are a damn reminder to me. Surgeon General, social media is a hazard, especially for young people. Ring the alarm. Ring the alarm. The Surgeon General said that. When is the last time the Surgeon General even issued a warning? MD?
No, I don't. I mean, what was it? Damn, I don't know if they did it with vapes or not. I don't know if the Surgeon General intervened when it came to vapes. I don't know. With me thinking, I'm thinking it may have been with the vapes. But it man. But that lets you know how much of an impact social media it got on the young folk. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, hell, we own it right now. We older. Just thinking the ones that came up and that's all they know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a way of life in terms of how we live it today. And we got a generation now that don't know nothing without it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely part. It's definitely
That's
part.
real.
I covered a story. This was a couple of weeks ago in Guyana. The teacher took the phone from the girl at school in Guyana. She burnt the boarding school down. 19 kids was killed.
What?
Yeah.
What?
All because the phone got took.
Yeah. Yeah,
Burnt
it's
the
an issue
whole
with
boarding
that.
school down.
Oh, burnt the whole school down. I saw a film where a teacher had to whoop this girl's ass about a cell phone. Took the phone, little girl bucked up on her. Teacher had to put them.
They
Teacher
ain't
had to put
playing,
the
man.
1 2. Man, teacher had to put the 1 2 on it. You know, so
Yeah, they is
man,
not
it
playing
was
about that
crazy.
phone.
No.
Trust me, I deal with it at home. I deal with it at home. It's like the phone to this generation. It's an extremity of the body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You take it away,
Mm-hmm.
like all hell gonna break loose.
Yeah.
So we as parents, we have to from an early onset, we have to create a detachment socially
Mm.
from the social media, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That makes sense.
It makes tons of sense. I mean, the influence is ridiculous. So much so, like we said, that the Surgeon General warned against it. You know, and I forget the whistleblower on Facebook. What's her name? Laura. If anybody out there, look up the whistleblower on Facebook who exposed Facebook. She testified on Capitol Hill that Facebook knew of the dangers that it presented, that its platform allowed to be used for, as far as hatred and sexism and just every other thing. And when it had the opportunity to regulate it or increase profit, it chose increased profit every time. You know, so I mean, and she caught a lot of flack for that whistleblowing. But yeah, this is what we're talking about. You know, and this is what our children been reduced to. Like you said, man, they know they algorithms and get them on it, got them hooked.
Right.
You right. My son walk around with his all the time. It ain't just a phone; it's an everything device.
Yeah, you better know it.
You do everything but beam the nigga up out of here. I be waiting for him to call the mothership and beam him up out of here. Then. You know what I'm saying? You walk around with that face here. Just go hit the mothership, bruh. Go and beam out. Yeah. It's he plays his music on it.
Like it's important parts of it. You know what I mean? Stuff that I wish that I had access to when I was that age. It's important stuff.
Yeah, but
it's a blessing and a curse at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's almost like that thing about AI. You know what I'm saying? Is it ruin? Is it a threat to humanity? I think, the thing about humanity is humane, being human.
Right.
And social interaction is a very large part of that. And this social media, this metaverse, this alternate reality, I think that the children lose a lot of social skills. Like they don't know how to act in public.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they act out and fall all out of it, but they're very disengaged. I take them around, go meet your relatives or something happened. They're just very disengaged. Hey, Amaru, this is hey. Now he's a little better than that. I ain't gonna say he just say hey. He's a little better than that, but at one point in time he was disengaged. And it took some pointing out to him that, he's like, what? And that's all you can. I mean, what? But it was just no inflections, no emotions. It's not I'm happy to see you or I'm indifferent or who are you? It just was, hey. And I found that I began to watch him and him, not just him, a lot of young people. And I found that that's just how they engage. And if not, and without proper engagement and proper socialization, we fail to establish a social order and social norms and behavioral patterns. So they talk to people any kind of way and don't really see what's going on with it. I mean, it's crazy. I could really see, and I do put a lot of that on social media. People may say, well, it's you guys as parents, it's you got, but I do put a lot of that on social media.
Yeah, you can't deny it. You can't deny it. You know what I mean? You can't deny it at all. Like I said, that the social interaction is definitely distant when it comes to that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Today, like even when we did, like you said, me and you, we got teenage sons, so you know how that.
Man, you already know.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's all about Snapchats and Instagrams and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then when you get up close and personal, they don't know what to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we was young, we had to develop the the gift of gab in order to talk. And I'm just talking from a female male perspective. You know what I mean? We had to develop them skills
Yes,
to
sir.
talk to girls. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
That
Yep.
man, that's all but gone now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's all. If it ain't on Snapchat, on Instagram, they don't know what to say.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And it lets
Yep.
you know that with social media, they're able to project a certain persona that they haven't developed in real time. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I'm gonna put my son on the spot. I'm glad y'all don't know he's gonna be pissed. He may come running out, just storming out of the room. Because he's 14. And he's like you said, and that's what I point out to him. All of this is Hollywood, bro. It's fake. Just like, you doing your thing and you about to, go do your thing and you finna jump on Snapchat. You done put on that little backpack, got your little gear, whatever together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you trying to holler at these shorties, but do these shorties see your room? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They see how you living, bro. You ain't flashing this room around. I told him, don't worry, because she done put on her little thing. You should look at her nasty little room, and you'll be like, ugh.
Yeah.
So I said, don't worry, but it just goes, I told him, it just goes show you, don't fall for everything you see. The same way you got dressed up and taking pictures, and I got to say, hey, get the bowl out your room, man. Get the fork out your room, man. It's the same way, So believe me, everything that glitter ain't gold, I'm trying to teach them. It's all, it's all an illusion, because they, like you said, man, trying to take that device that connects them to the world, man, might, especially if you got teenage boys, man, you might have to forgive them a little air in their chest. You might like, hold on, nigga, did you puff your chest up or you just breathing heavy? You might have to relook.
Yeah.
I've taken that phone and be like, Dad. I'm like, huh? I'm just saying that. That dad be strong. I'd be like, give me the phone. Dad, huh? That dad's pretty strong there, son. So yeah, and that's because there is a real connection and attachment to social media. They really are finding themselves there and defining themselves through that. And that's the danger. And so when you mess up on that, you're messing up in front of, like some of these kids got thousands and thousands of people that follow them. So that's why I don't know if I'm big on those parents who take their child's social media and straight front them on it, because the effects of that is real. Suicide is real. Depression is real from the effects of that. These kids, they're not like us. They really are attached to that. So you fronted your child in front of thousands of their peers and another couple thousands of people who don't like them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
exploitation is real. That's another part of it. The exploitation is real.
Oh yeah.
Even in some of the worst circumstances. I'm like, why in the hell is you putting like
yes.
it's so many people on Facebook and Twitter, they got like fan pages for their kids, even with special needs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like I said, you can look at it in one way. Okay, it's a story and inspiration, blah blah blah, this and that. But come on, like, is that for everybody inspiration or just yours?
It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder.
I always found that weird. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, why are you even like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what's funny about Facebook. That's the thing. It does different things for some people. That really is like an inspiration to them. Like I know people who watch those inspirational things, men, people helping people outside or helping the lady cross the street, and will sit there and boo-hoo. You know how they have the little music behind it, and will sit there and boo damn who. I'll be like, are you serious? Why do you even watch those damn things? I just love to see the human acts of kindness. So I guess different things inspire different people. Like me, let me go and tell my ratchet side. I like to watch those street fights.
I was just about to say that. Them same people that's watching the kittens and all that stuff, they turn around and watch the nigga fight.
Watch the nigga fight.
You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. My sickness. I was like, man, stop that shit all the while watching it. Just watching it, I'm like, man, it's riveting. But I don't like the gross stuff. I don't like to see like the shootouts. I don't want to see nobody. I don't like to see kids. I don't like to see the girls. and I don't want to see nobody being beat to death or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I guess because I
yeah.
like a little MMA and stuff like, so I like fights. You know, but I don't like gross stuff. I know it sounds crazy. You know, what about y'all out there? What's y'all social media fascination? You know, what do you guys in the chat find like?
Yeah, we all got them now.
Man, come on.
Yeah, we
We all got them.
It ain't just tied to kid. We all got them.
We all, yeah. It's just dangerous for the. It just means we need to probably monitor kids, but we all got them. And it's like these damn smartphones really are smart. It's like they listening to you. Because I can think peanuts. And I swear I pick up my phone and Mr. Planner Man will be breakdancing in the goddamn phone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can think shit. Yours doesn't work like that?
Yeah, like, it'd be like that, man.
Man, you don't be like, man, I was just thinking about a pizza. And every pizza ad, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what?
It popped right on up.
Man, come on, man. Come on. They cold with their precision. They precision surgically precise with how they tap into our algorithm. So yeah, we all got those little things that we like. What catch you on social media? What's your thing?
I mean, I always been with YouTube, but there's certain things on YouTube that I'm addicted to. I ain't gonna front. Like it's a channel called Police Activity. I don't know if you ever heard that channel. I'm addicted to that channel. Even though I know it's something that I'm against when it comes to the aspect of back to blue and government regulation of the cop. But that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And even if you look at it, like all the channel is basically about is body cam footage of cops. That's what it is. Okay. You know what I mean? And then with the app, then when they start doing the shorts, man, you can start watching some shorts on YouTube. It'll be 5 o'clock.
Man,
you scroll for 5 minutes, it'll be 10 o'clock. I'm like, what the hell happened?
You get into what? I got one like that. Mine is the auditors, the ones that be reading the police. They giving them their business.
Audit the auditors.
Audit the auditors. I subscribe to that. Yeah. Man, but yeah, it's like you said. You start watching one short after another. Look up, man. You just spend 6-7 hours on damn.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
These little short. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They got some cold ones in there. And then I also watched that Rashad Ritchie. I watched Rashad Ritchie, you know, that Young Turks. The Young Turks. Yeah. So I catch them. So I got some, you know, those are my little things.
Yeah, no definitely, doubt, man. Like I said, man, in today's day and age, bro, young or old, bro, it don't matter. Somebody got a vice on social media somewhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No matter if it's puppies or goddamn ratchet videos, it don't matter, bro. Somebody
got you covered. They got you covered.
The whole spectrum.
They got you covered. Yeah. They got you covered. And that right there, my friend, is what they saying is a danger to the youth. The Surgeon General, if you missed me saying it in the beginning, the Surgeon General has issued an advisory warning against social media, especially for young people. That's crazy. Yeah. That is absolutely crazy. You know, I got to talk about, last but not least, you know, we got to talk about Daniel Penny. Got indicted, the subway choker.
Yeah. Yeah, they indicted him yesterday.
Indicted him yesterday. Was the brother Jordan Neely. He choked. Indicted him yesterday. Ex-Marine. You know.
Yeah.
What you think, man? What you think about that whole thing?
I mean, the indictment is justified. Like, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The man posed no threat to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
He threw a jacket down. That's all he did. And you impose yourself in a position that you had no authority in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You thought you was above the law at that point.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you know, it's hard for me not to say anything about the rest of the people that was on the damn train. Like, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I can only put myself in the position, right? I can only put myself in the position. What would I have done had I saw? Come on, man. Like, it's one thing to restrain somebody, it's another to put somebody in a damn chokehold.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think he gonna do to anybody on this train? And what gave you that reactionary method in order to do so? We talking about New York City subway. It's the norm for crazies to get on the New York City subway. People just ignore it. It's a way of life. What are you doing? I find it more disturbing that you reacted to it rather than it happened. You know what I mean? In all places in New York.
Cracking hero mode.
Yeah.
You know, first he's in hero mode. Secondly, fear the black man. Fear of the black man.
I get it.
And the dehumanization of the black man. The fact that nobody saw a human being choked to death. Like the fact that it never registered in anyone's mind that a murder was being committed or this man was being choked to death, I honestly believe, because he was black. Like if one of us was there, automatically it would have registered. We'd be like, he good, bro, he good.
Yeah.
You know, it would have automatically registered because of our connectedness to the brother being choked. But at one point in time, people were holding his hands.
Yeah.
Preventing him from moving. So, hell yeah. You
had the one black dude standing over him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, no, I couldn't hear him. I didn't see what? I didn't even see that. No, it ain't so.
If you go back and watch the video, he had him in a chokehold on the ground. And it was one black guy, like, I guess trying to keep him from, like, I don't know what the hell he was doing, like maybe getting out of it or making sure, like, if he did get out of it, it was somebody. I'm like, bro, come on, bro.
This
man, like, if you think this man just gonna do something mass, like a mass violent act on the train, then that's another thing. But come on, brother. The man obviously mentally disturbed.
Obviously.
What threat do he pose? He ain't got no weapon.
Right, he looked like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You leave that. Yeah, that's too much. Too much. I didn't even know you just did
what I said.
What's that? No, I'm like, you just threw one at me. I haven't even looked at the video that good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know. So damn, the brother standing over. What the hell? To know what was going through that Negro's mind. But you said it goes back to like what you said.
No, it goes back to what I said, man. We dealing with a concept of how we perceive a certain group of people, low level collective thought. Like at the end of the day, I can't stop you from perceiving how you think of a group, but I can stop you from how you perceive me. In terms of what we're dealing with in a society as a whole, we have to break away from these governmental aspects of racism, white supremacy, because that's where the collective thought comes from. So is the fight to regulate a group's thought process, or is the fight to regulate individuality in the human aspect? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. It's like, how do you express just like what you were talking about? Maybe that brother standing over him was trying to express his individuality outside of the lower collective group thought, I believe you called it. Because it's we don't care what they think, it's the effects of it. Like that right there, the fact that they saw him in such a manner that he could be killed. And my questioning, what was the other black man thinking? Did he not see aspects of himself? Even if he didn't see his brother, did he not see the reality of America being played out in front of him? These white men killing a black man? Like what was going, did he see himself as an individual? Was this an individual act? Was this not a white man and a black man? Was this just two human beings? I'd love to know what he was thinking, because I honestly believe that the lower thought you were talking about made Daniel Perry feel comfortable in what he did.
Right.
So it's about, how do we inoculate ourselves from that? How do we protect ourselves from that?
A sense of duty towards what? You know what I mean?
towards
Yeah,
justice.
that's what we're
Yeah,
dealing with. Yeah, right.
like it's not about just us, but it is about justice, which just us fit into. It's about inequality. It's about systemic racism. It's about uh, equity and shit like that. And since we're black, of course we're gonna address it to the people that we saying is being meted out to. Like we're saying that the playing field isn't right and exact, and it's intentional.
Right. No doubt.
Hell yeah. So I'm glad they did indict him. They knew better than not to. Like they said, the fact that he wasn't locked up from the offset speaks volumes. But okay. So y'all came back and indicted him. Okay.
Yeah. I forgot how much they said was raised.
Man, 2.8 million or something like that.
Damn.
See what I'm saying? 2.8 million.
Yeah, man. Like I told you, bro.
For his defense. Yeah. See.
Hey, you can take advantage of that group ideology. You damn sure can take advantage of it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I seen the little video. I guess he released a video or whatever yesterday with it too. I seen the little video he did.
Oh, see, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, he released a video. Was basically talking about like so when he had him in the chokehold, he was there just to restrain him, and as he fought, he I guess like constricted it more, and he was trying to justify that through his Marine training.
Yeah,
I was like, this ain't war,
right, nigga?
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, right. Man, yeah.
It's
crazy, bro. It's a messed up situation.
Man, it's out there. Well, we're gonna keep our eyes peeled and see what see what it holds. We damn sure gonna keep our eyes peeled and see what it holds.
No doubt. But yeah, I was just coming up here to holler at you, Yanga, man. Like I said.
Hey man, I appreciate it, and I'm about to close out. Yeah, I'm about to close out anyway. We're going on the hour and a half mark. I just want to come up, touch on the video. Again, great video. If you haven't seen it, go back, check it out. Akasha, you did a fantastic job. I'm looking forward to seeing many more. The debates coming up, everything like that. What you think? I noticed before I let you go. I noticed you said Trevor for the win, Trevor for the all.
Yeah, man. I'm going with Trevor, and the reason I'm going with Trevor is so. By doing what Trevor was doing, particular time for me per se, but
you coming in and out,
strategy within them topics. Oh yeah, I'm driving. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You may have to do a little rewind, do a little repeat.
Okay. Yeah. No. What I was saying, yeah, man, I'm picking Trevor for this is the reason why. The particular topics that Trevor's been into, they ain't my thing. Like I'm just keep it real. But the strategy in which he goes about presenting the information within them topics, they cold. Like that's why I call him the stat man. Trevor has a way of going about formulating his opinion on certain things through practicality, and that's what I like about him. You know what I'm saying? He just ain't gonna talk out the side of his neck with a lot of stuff, even if the particular topic is opinionated, like this one. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Trevor coming in like, okay, we're talking about. What's the topic verbatim again? Do you know it verbatim, or you just can?
Is the black male culture destructive to the black community?
Okay, gotcha. See, that's a very opinionative debate. You know what I'm saying? But where Trevor's got the advantage is he can produce the actual numbers in order to position his argument. I don't think Blue could come with that because Blue, again, he a philosopher. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. He can make it sound good, but will that hold weight against what I believe Trevor gonna come with as far as numbers and stats? You know what I'm saying? That's where I think Trevor got the distinct advantage. Also, when it comes to him facing Rio, he know what to expect in that confrontation. at this point. Now that's something where he had a direct advantage over me, where I was debating Dedate, and it got to a point where I was just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes. I saw that right. Yeah.
So you couple all that with his charisma, his ingenuity as far as like how he put stuff together. He got a cold setup.
Mm-hmm.
He got a setup which enables him to multitask during the debate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that I look at Trevor as far as like how he formulates the whole argument of the debate itself. That's why I think he got advantage. As a matter of fact, the only person that's left in the playoffs who I think is equal in that footing is Rio, because Rio got a similar setup.
Yeah.
Rio able to multitask and do different things. Rio can formulate an opinionative discussion and make it into something practical. I look at Trevor and Rio as actually two peas in a pod as far as how they present their argument. You know what I'm saying?
I do too. I think it's very similar. I think,
right.
and I'm like you. I think that's why I say what's strong with Trevor. And I think if he does get past Blue, see that to me, that's where it's all going to hedge on. Right. Because Trevor is, I agree with everything he said, developing a style. He has a way that he goes about it. The thing though that Rio and Blue have is experience. Trevor's style isn't battle tested yet. It's honed, it's being honed, it's being cultivated. Season 6, hell yeah. Super beast. Yeah. Right now, everything is still on testing ground.
Yeah, no doubt.
And so Blue is Blue's experience, just like I felt like in he and Rio's first debate, I felt like experience was a major factor too in Rio winning that debate. So next, if should he get past Blue, I think he'll go at Rio again. This time more experience, and like you said, some of that experience knowing what to look for. But then the downside of that too is Trevor will overthink something.
Right.
So it's gonna be interesting, man. It is gonna be, man. I don't know.
What's Rio and Dedate topic again? Or do you know?
Is the black man justified in his negative behavior towards the black community or something like that? That's a tricky one. That's going to be a tricky one. That's going to be a tricky one. I don't like the way the title leans, but I've seen Dembele debate, and Dembele could actually get something out of that. But I'm with Rio.
Okay.
My prediction's Rio on that one.
Yeah, like I said, I ain't going too deep in that topic. I'm looking at it like, but in any event, I mean, I would go with Rio too, just based off the style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
The thing with Dembele here, man, Dembele a philosopher. He another philosopher. He a philosopher
exactly.
himself. He did it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here I am trying to present actual practical implementation of the philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
And here goes Dembele philosophizing about making his own philosophy, which is the definition of philosophy. I ain't saying it ain't.
Yeah.
But I came into the debate thinking, okay, let me go and research these philosophies. What came about in the inception of the philosophy? That's what I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't tripping on Dedate. He won the debate. I'll always be grateful to Dedate having 3 debates with me in the same season. Yeah. I'll always be grateful.
Yeah.
But in the fact of what I was trying to formulate versus what he was trying to formulate, I just can't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But me and you we're gonna have to sit down, Yankee. We're gonna have a true discussion about this whole communalism and how it shapes into what we do in America today. We're gonna have to have a discussion. Because like I said, even the stuff you said last night. No, that was a couple nights ago when you made that video.
Yeah.
You were saying stuff that's rooted in individualism. You know what I'm saying? That's that, and that's where the confusion lies in.
That's what I was saying about you. I was saying just the opposite. You're saying stuff that's rooted in a communal economic concept.
Well, in the philosophy of individualism, nobody ever said that you couldn't work together. That's not what individualism is. Individualism simply is the market itself.
Exactly, of private business. But the debate is it beneficial to the black community? And I'm showing you where that type of structure, the private business, the competing on that type of structure in a communal economic setting where we can't really afford to compete like that, like on the capitalism as presented to us, free market enterprise within that communal economic understanding, because the consumer base is too limited. The money, the circulation of money is too limited, and then what is done with the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have enough industry to make sure that money comes back to the community. So as soon as that money is generated in our community, it goes out our community, because we don't have the dentist, we don't have the this and the that. So yeah, we're gonna have to have a discussion on it. We really are. That's gonna be a good discussion.
Because hell, you basically doing the same thing that he was doing. Putting group economics in a collective philosophy, which that's not the case. But in any event, I'm gonna let you go because you finna get ready to get on. We'll talk about it, bro.
Yeah, man, we'll talk about it. I'm gonna so you can break it down. That's what you're gonna have to just really break it down. Set that date up, because I really want to understand where you're coming from with it.
No doubt.
And then two, where the hell you getting these? And then two, where the hell you getting these 1940 McCarthy propaganda ass? I was.
and I ain't done.
You ain't done, huh? Boy, you are the truth.
What video are you talking about, Yank? What video?
I just watched. Well, I ain't even get to finish watching India. I think it's on India.
You watching Free to Choose?
Yeah. I got.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got episode 3 coming.
Boy, got me feeling like I'm back in social studies, back in 5th grade again.
Yeah, no doubt. And right. that particular series is actually talking about what me and you talking about. We talking about a free market. And like I said, I never argue that we exist in a free market. We don't. But that wasn't my argument. My argument was how do we benefit under a free market, which is individualism. That's the argument that I tried to present. Now, from a case of me thinking, okay, what does Dembele know? What do I think he gonna come at me with? I could have went to all types of stuff. I could have went to Adam Smith, Mises, Hyatt, the actual philosophers that implemented individualism as a system. Mm-hmm. I could have, but I said Dembele don't know nothing about that stuff. Let me simplify it. Just give examples of how individual private ownership benefits a community of black folk. Those are the examples I gave. Mm-hmm. He gave examples of, well, brother, we need to use group economics. Well, that's what we're doing. That's what I'm talking about. But that didn't go. I guess I didn't get my point across. It's cool. I ain't worried about it.
Like, you know what? It's something me and Black Son used to say all the time. Excuse me, about the debates. You're not just debating your opponent, but you're also teaching. You're also informing. You're trying to win people over to a point of view, so you may have to school us. When you say individualism, when you say certain words, preconditioned training has already jumped in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So you have to go. So it's almost, it's an uphill battle. Sometimes we debate uphill battles. I've seen it pulled off. I forget what debate. Somebody was debating an uphill battle and pulled that shit off. And then sometimes we don't. It's like I said in presentation, like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
So
no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I appreciate you following through.
I'm gonna double down on it, and I can't wait till next season because I'm coming with it again. You know what I'm saying? I know folks like Blue, and I know they at my neck about it, but hey, it is what it is. I'm standing on my square, and we gonna get it in next season. That's for damn sure.
I heard that. Was she? Was gonna plenty of debate material.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, we starting it up. Next season
All right,
promises to
then,
be off the
man. I'm
hook.
gonna let you get out of here, man.
All right, brother. I'll get up with you later. Listen, I appreciate you following through, MD.
No doubt, no doubt.
So yeah, man, I'm gonna get on up out of here, fam. I appreciate you guys hanging out, going over the videos, talking about the debate. Hollered at MD, a debater. Got his prediction on Trevor. Looking forward to the debates coming out. Shouts out to the commissioners, SVDL, everybody out there. Thank you for the peace and blessings and healing and all of that good stuff sent my way. And I'll catch you guys next time. P. Vencat, appreciate you. Can't wait to put it up, man. Appreciate you, my brother. All right, man. Till next time, fam. Peace.